So in my role as the Commerce and Retail Media Partnerships lead, it's so important to be attending events like this to meet with other industry leaders, to understand the latest in technology, innovation, and what other companies are thinking about and doing. It's really important to also help validate and optimize how I think about all of this space to make sure that I'm having the most current conversations and advocating for my clients and making sure that I'm pulling this into my partnership conversations in my role. So with everything exploding within the retail media space and it becoming more and more important, that's no different at Dentsu. The retail media group and myself are being invited to more and more client conversations and new business opportunities across both endemic and non-endemic verticals. Consumers are shopping everywhere. It's becoming so much more unclear how to reach customers, and we're really helpful to guide and navigate throughout that consumer journey and how to reach those consumers. But not only that, at Dentsu, we actually have really extensive experience from a buy-side and sell-side perspective. So at Dentsu, we have actually built, operated, and consulted across over 20 different retail media networks, and that gives us a really unique perspective when it comes to the buy-side and what the future holds for retail media networks as well. One of the most important issues that we see is foundational excellence, or that's one of the most important topics to us and to me. Media can only go so far. A really great media plan is amazing, but if you don't have a really strong digital shelf and expertise in the space, then you're going to be ineffective from a profitability perspective potentially, and also efficiency perspective. If you have a poor experience at that shelf, customers will potentially not convert, and you could also hurt your overall loyalty possibilities in the future. Another really great topic, something that's really important, is the importance of integrating retail media with your brand media. I'd argue if you are not already doing that, you're likely wasting up to 30% impressions because of duplication and treating it in a silo. You're also missing an amazing opportunity to connect your media across everything you're doing, and more with the evolution of measurement and clean rooms now, we have the capability to actually track and see that impact of awareness channels on more retail media specific tactics. And that's really powerful because we can not only look at brand lift, but we can also look at what that influence is on the path to conversion and also on the purchase lift on those lower funnel tactics. And now we can, even with some technologies, optimize and create new audiences to be more effective within our overall mix. I love that we're having these types of summits. I think we're really giving the retail media the attention it deserves, but I also don't like to think of retail media in a silo, and I want to make sure that retail media and commerce are part of all of the events, or as many events as possible, because one question we often get is, how should I think of retail media within my overall brand media plan? And that's really important to think about the overall strategy. But then another unique opportunity, of course, and a hot topic that's been happening throughout the day, is the IAB has a really great opportunity to help improve standardization across the space. So retail media networks growing, and a new retail media network coming over and over again. It's a theme, and it's becoming more and more fragmented. So standardization is so important, and we already saw there's a new report on measurability and measurement, but a couple other areas that could be really important are transparency, attribution, and then also, of course, creative as well, because there's really no standardization happening in the space for those topics as well. As I was just saying, because the need of standardization, that actually is a really great key takeaway that I've seen. One of the things I thought about before this was how the IAB can help play a role in standardization, and that has become part of almost every single panel conversation, is making sure that there is that standardization so that we can measure and feel more comfortable with the dollars that we're spending, but also making sure that it is easier to understand what's happening across all of the different partners. That's really an important topic and something we're really passionate about.